going to have on other litigation against him? And what does that say? Because again, he had a conviction. It was thrown out. He was released from prison. There's obviously these lawsuits, but there's no other pending criminal charges against him. So what would a liable verdict here mean for Cosby and then the other cases that he faces?
Well, I don't know. The libel case doesn't affect the criminal case directly. The criminal case was thrown out because of some kind of defect, and the civil case goes forward. And if he's found liable to this accuser. It doesn't mean that he did anything wrong with respect to anybody else. And I'm not sure any of the findings would say that. So it might not be, what we would call collateral estoppel or binding precedent against him in another lawsuit or in another criminal prosecution. But it might motivate people who are out there with claims against him to go forward. They might think, oh, you can be successful on a claim like this, even though it's 40 or 50 years old, even though there's a lot of evidence problems, you can still persuade a jury that he's liable. And I'm interested, by the way, one thing we didn't talk about with the jury is it's not a unanimous verdict requirement in this court, right? It's only 9 out of 12 have to agree on the verdict. And one thing I'm interested in, because there's this problem with switching in a new juror, is are we going to get a 12 out of 12 verdict? Or are we going to get a 9 out of 12 verdict or something in between? Because if it's 12 out of 12, then all this stuff we just talked about with the jury might amount to harmless error. It didn't make any difference because the entire jury was persuaded.
Yeah,